All right, Buccaneers fans, we got a lot to talk about, and I say that it's gonna only be like a 3-minute video, but yeah, we play the Saints this week. I don't even gotta talk about this game. We already know what's gonna happen. We have a 73% chance, but I'm gonna talk about it. Then we're gonna get to the Panthers, but yeah, let's get to the Saints first. Play the Saints in Tampa Bay at Raymond James Stadium. But we're going to be wearing the red jersey with the pewter pants. Looks pretty nice. The next week, play the Falcons. Okay, so back-to-back weeks. We're playing some back-to-back weeks. We're playing NFC South teams. Some big games. And what if the final game comes down to the Panthers to get to the playoffs? Woo! I think we make the playoffs either way, though, because we're going to have, like, at least 11-6 record. I think that should get you in the playoffs, but I don't know. But, yeah, let's get back to the Saints. Tyler Shaw, the Saints are 2-10, 1-5 away. We're 7-5, 3-2 at home. There's not a lot to talk about. This should be a booty spanking, but I don't know. It might not be. Let's just go ahead and talk about the Panthers. The Panthers, they played the Rams, the team that we only scored 7 points on. Oh, well, I got something to talk about after this too. The team we only scored 7 points on, and then they go and beat the Panthers, 31-28. So that's terrible news. Are the Panthers actually good? I don't think so. Once Baker Mayfield comes to town, when we play them, when do we play them? Week 16. We play them week 16, then 18. We better be healthy. But I think when Baker Mayfield comes to town, the little fairy tale that the Panthers are having right now, it's over. We're walking in that stadium. We're ending it right now. The little fairy tale run that the Panthers think they have going on, it's over. Let's see who the Panthers play next week. So we're going to be hate watching. Oh, they play Seahawks. Okay, this hard schedule. They play the Saints? They must be, yeah, they're on a bye week. Then they play the Saints. So we win this week. We should win this week. Todd Bowles might decide, let's give the division to the Panthers. We win this week, then we'll be 8-5. And then we play the Falcons, so we should be 9-5. But then the Panthers, they'll be 8-6 because they're playing the Saints. We'll be 9-5, according to me. And then they play the Seahawks. They should not win against the Seahawks. At our best, we barely beat the Seahawks. They're nothing compared to us. Nothing. But we couldn't even keep up. We weren't at our best against the Rams game. Baker got hurt. It was over in the first half anyway. But, yeah, these last 3 games, big for the Panthers. I don't think they win any of these games. They might get one against the Bucs, but I don't think they win these. But, yeah, I think us and the Panthers are undefeated against all NFC South teams. Besides, we haven't played each other yet. So, this is going to be for the division. If they keep going, they keep their record going, it's going to be for the division. So, Saints, please, when you have nothing to play for, please play good against the Panthers. Please. But, yeah, the other news I was talking about, let me go back. I'm not editing this video, by the way. Other news I was talking about, Mike Evans is back at practice. And Jalen McMillan's back at practice. So when we're at our full powers, this is what the offense is going to look like. Baker, the GOAT Mayfield. Bucky Irvin in the backfield with Rashad White and Sean Tucker. Then we got K-Dot in that tight end. Then we got Mike, Ibuka or Chris Godwin at wide receiver 2. J-Mac, Tej Johnson, and Cameron Johnson. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Probably the best wide receiver room in the league when we're healthy. But we haven't been healthy all season. So, hopefully Mike stays healthy. And Mike, if he plays, he needs to average 172 yards per game to get his 1K. You know how legendary that would be? I'm not saying it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. But I do have him in fantasy. You know how legendary that would be? He would go down. If he does this, that would push him up in the top 10 of all time. Top 10 wide receivers of all time. That would be pretty awesome. That would be pretty awesome if he did that. But I don't think he's going for that. I think he knows that it's not going to happen. But you can always try. Imagine he just goes on a heater and we start winning games and we start getting hot and Baker's throwing 172 yards games just to Mike Evans and he leaps up in the MVP. Woo! I don't think Baker has a case for MVP anymore. But if he plays good in December, in January, we go undefeated, he starts playing better, you never know, man. You never know. All right, that's going to be the end of the video. Let's go, Bucs. Frick you, Panthers. Frick you, Saints. Frick you, Falcons. And let's spank the Saints again this week.